In this video I will refresh you how to subtract whole numbers without borrowing as well as with borrowing. The rule that needs to be followed with subtraction is the same as the rule in addition, which is line up digits according to place value. According to place value. Subtraction that I will show you here is gonna work both in metric and in imperial calculations, also known as English system of measurements or traditional system of measurements, and I'm going to give you some examples here. For example, 938 square feet is to be tiled over. That's how we write square feet, FT, and the little number 2 in the upper right hand corner. That is to be tiled over, but we have some kitchen cabinets in the way which don't get tile underneath, and they are 26 square feet. So going back to place value, this concept is so important, I can't stress it enough. You have to line up your numbers correctly according to place value. So in the number 938, the digit 8 is in the ones place, and in the number 26 the digit 6 is in the ones place, and they have to line up vertically like so for correct operations. In the number 938, the number 3 is in the tens place value and is lined up with the number 2 below. In the number 26, the digit 2 has a place value of 10 again, that's why it's lined up with the digit 3, which also has a place value of 10. So once the numbers are lined up, the subtraction can begin. 8 take away 6 is 2, 3 take away 2 is 1, and in the number 26 there is an invisible 0 here. There are no hundreds digit in the number 26. 9 minus 0 is 9. You don't have to write down this invisible 0 here, I just put it there to as a placeholder, as a place value holder. And therefore the answer is that you need 912 square feet of tile or linoleum or whatever you're doing in the kitchen. I will show you what not to do now. So this is the correct way of doing it, and an incorrect way would be 938 take away 26 there. If this subtraction is written up this way, it's written up incorrectly and it will have an incorrect result, so don't ever do this. In the number 26, the digit 2 is in the tens place and is lined up with the digit 9 here, which is in the hundreds place, and also the digit 6 has a place value of 1, is lined up with the tens in the number 938. So that's why this one is gonna give you an incorrect result, so don't do it. Like I said previously, the number of items to be subtracted can be indefinite, and also the length of numbers can be extended indefinitely. Let's look at another one in metric, where we have, say, a bolt with a length of 79 millimeters, and it gets shortened by 12 millimeters from one end, and from the other end it gets shortened again by 23 millimeters, and it gets shortened yet another time by 31 millimeters. What is the length of the bolt if it gets shortened 3 times? Again, it's important that the digits are lined up and they are lined up correctly. The ones digits are directly below each other and the tens digits are also directly below each other. So 9 minus 2 is 7. 7 minus 3 is 4. Take away one more is 3. And 7 minus 1 is 6. Take away 2 more is 4. Take away 3 is 1. So we have a bolt that's got 13 millimeters left of its original length. So this was 2 examples, one imperial and one in metric, for subtracting without borrowing. Now I'll show you how to do subtracting with borrowing. For example, we have the number 3,854 meters, and we want to subtract 1,067 meters from it. And this is how we do borrowing. You cannot take away 7 from 4. So this amount here has to be increased, but you can only increase it if you are borrowing from the tens. When you do that, you cross that number and you write down 1 less. And because you're borrowing 10 from the tens columns, you can increase this number by 10. So cross that up as well and write down 14 here. 5 tens and 4 ones is the same as 4 tens and 14 ones. You can play with money. 5 $10 bills and 4 loonies is exactly the same thing as 4 $10 bills and 14 $1 coins. Okay? And then the subtraction can start. 14 take away 7 is 7, and you write down the result in the ones column. 4 take away 6. That cannot be done again. So it needs to be regrouped. This 4 needs to be increased by 10 again. So that 10 is coming from the hundredths column. So we take away 1 from the hundredths column, and I'm just going to write it down this way, so that the tens increase with 1 more and the hundreds decrease with 1. So 14 take away 6, we've got 8. 7 take away 0 is 7, and 3 take away 1 is 2. Is 2,787 meters is the final answer on that one. And lastly, I want to show you a situation where borrowing won't work again. So, and it's gonna be called it's an extra rule that the bigger number goes on, the bigger number has to be written up on top. Let me demonstrate this one. $387 take away, say you have $387 in your pocket and you want to spend $5,469. How much money, by how much money will you be in the hole? You're gonna have to borrow some money from somebody, because you cannot possibly spend $5,469 if you only have $387. But if you tried regrouping, it will not work. Trust me on this one, it won't. Don't do it. The bigger number has to go on top, and given the context of the subtraction, the result will be a negative number, and we'll just make it into a negative. I'll show you what I mean. So I just flip them over. 5, 4, 6, 9, 3, 8, 7. Subtract. 9 take away 7, 2. Again, the digits are important that they are lined up. The ones with the ones, the tens with the tens, and the hundreds with the hundreds. 6 take away 8. You can't take away 8 from 6. So this 6 has to be increased to be 16. And we borrowed from the column to its left. We borrowed 1. So 16 take away 8 is 8. There, that's nicer. 16 take away 8 is 8. 3 take away 3 is 0. And 5 take away nothing. There's an invisible 0 there. Is 5. So seemingly, or as it is written up, the answer is 5082. However, it is a negative number. It's a negative 5082 because the original context dictates that if this is the amount of money what we have and this is what we want to spend, we need to borrow that much amount of money from a bank or somebody. So that's to demonstrate that in subtracting whole numbers, the bigger number has to go on top. That's the only way you can do subtraction. If you tried it this way, it won't work.